Thanks so much for joining me for the inaugural video of Lee's Travels. I'm extremely passionate about exploring the world, and I hope I can share just a little bit of that passion with you by showing you some of my adventures. This year what you're looking at is a direct flight from Chicago O'Hare Airport to Reykjavik, Iceland on a brand new Boeing 737 MAX 8. You'll see some of the upgraded features of this plane in this video, but the most obvious starter is that the airlines are now using a typical medium route domestic plane to fly over the Atlantic Ocean. So wow, 5 to 6 hour flight from America to Europe on a Boeing 737. You can almost smell the new plane smell directly through your screens. I sat in an economy seat with slightly extra legroom, though even the regular seats were quite spacious on this plane. Most of the airlines around the world are configuring these new 737 MAXs with extra seats, which you think would make things less comfortable, but I've noticed that it's also harder for them to fill all these flights on a day-to-day basis, which means that on a lot of these flights, particularly to Iceland, there's an extra seat in between the window and aisle, which makes things more comfortable. One con on this plane are the boxes below the seat, which get in the way of leg room. On the flip side, you'll see that there's a lot of extra space for carry-on luggage above. They've redesigned these. You can flip the luggage onto its side, which allows for a considerable amount of extra baggage, which is nice. And the engines are much more quiet as well, which you'll see in the takeoff here. So I'll mute myself so you can hear just how quiet this flight is. Clip on the flight back actually, but it's just so beautiful. Northern Canada and Greenland looked very similar. Stunning views. A perpetual sunset as you're flying back from Iceland to Chicago. I really like this in-flight entertainment. I've flown a lot of different airlines, and this is one of the few where, you'll see it in just a moment here, but you can actually go in and out of the map during the middle of a movie. On some airlines, if you're watching a movie and you want to go see where you're at, you have to exit out completely from the movie area and then find your way back to the movie that you were watching. Not so on this in-flight entertainment. Much improved, and good job Icelandair in this feature. That's it. After about 5 or so hours of flying, you'll find yourself in beautiful Iceland. I highly recommend visiting this beautiful country.